everybody, it's Corey at The Reset Girl, and I am doing a special kind of video. I've been doing a challenge. You may have been following me on Instagram. It's called 30 Lists, and basically it's 30 days of lists. Each day you're creating a new list, and it's based on a prompt that you get from 30daysoflists.com. We are on day... Well, I'm personally on day 21. I'm a couple days behind. So I thought what I would start doing until I'm done with that particular list is I would film myself each day creating my little list. I've been kind of treating it more like an art journal project and kind of embellishing my pages. And so I've been photographing each page every day, you know, just showing that much each time. And these are some of the ones I've done previously. And I have been getting so many questions and comments and interest in it that I thought I would just start filming them so you could see how they come together. I try not to spend too much time on them. I try to keep it under 20 minutes because it can't be something I spend a ton of time on. It's supposed to be a fun thing. But I'm going to go ahead and do my day 21, and I need to do a day 22. So as you can see, I am starting from a blank sheet when I do this. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple things that I do to prep for my day. What I have done is I've gone ahead and I created a Word document that had the prompts pre-printed, and I printed them on like Avery address labels that are clear, and I used a consistent font for each of them so they all have a header on the page. And so this week's, this day's prompt is my done list for the week, which actually I accomplished some things last week, which technically it would be for, so I have something to share. So I had already started this one by putting a sticker down, and I stamped it, which I've been pretty consistent in doing with all my pages. So just to keep continuity, I'm going to continue doing that to the end. I don't have a rhyme or reason for why I pick what I do. Sometimes, depending on what it is, like this one, this could have been based on, you know, that particular sticker I picked, and then it was like, you know, I really want to, I've kind of been liking using some paper or journal cards to write on versus directly on the page. In this case, I typed out my my little writings, if you will, and I glued them down. So it just depends. I'm going to go ahead and stick with this method today. I got this pad from Ikea, and it turns out it is like the perfect little list, the size for a list. And it has these white, gray kind of pattern here. So you could make, you know, an answer on your list for each color bar, which I really like. It is the perfect size. It gives you just enough room for embellishing. If I know it's going to be a lengthy list, I would go with something like that. If it's going to be on the shorter side, I'd probably pick a Project Life card, a journal card, which I have a little collection of. And, ooh, look what I just found. This actually is kind of perfect, right? See, and just like that, I've changed my mind. So we are not going to use that one this time. I'm using this one because I really like it. It's perfect. So I think what I'll do is I'll put it right about there, I think. But if I do it here, decisions. Or I could layer them like that. I don't know. You know what, now that I think about it, I'm not exactly sure how much I actually did accomplish. I'm thinking I did so much, but maybe I really didn't. Maybe I could just get it onto one little journal card. So I'm going to go ahead and take my chances. I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down. And I have this little box, and I use this for my Inkwell press planner. It's got all my little specific things I use, but what's in here is my stamp pad and some stickers and the stamp kit that I use for this particular project. So it has scissors, it has my stapler pen. So I usually just grab this little box each time I do a project, whether it's planning or this now, because it has everything for me. And then I keep my ring o washi at the ready so that I can do what I'm about to do, which is to embellish my little embellish my page here. And I think I have been absolutely loving this pink and black dotted washi. It has been my go-to, but I feel like when's the last time I used it? It's been a while. Maybe I will go with that. I just love it. These are my most special washi. Like, I adore these. So I'm going to go ahead and I don't try to be perfect or anything with this. I mean, it's kind of, I'm just slapping it down, to be honest with you. And then I take my title. Sometimes I might snip out, you know, the sentence, and in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and lay it down on the page. And I use stamps a lot in my work, and I also use these embellishments. So the other thing I have right here that's really handy is I have a little handy bin of embellishments, and these are really fun to use for this particular project. I've been using them a lot. One of my things I love is making kind of a header. This one I actually put contact paper over so it was plasticky. And oh, actually this, you know what, I just lied to you. That is not the one I did that to. This actually is a shiny clear sticker that I put on a pink paper and then cut it out. That's what I did. Okay. I was confused. I did that to another one with the contact paper. All right. So it sticks out over the top. I kind of like that. It's been fun, and I feel like I need to do it again. So maybe I'll find the right embellishment this time. So my process for doing this is once I get a few elements down, I start going through my supplies to see if I can find like the perfect embellishment pack, you know, to go along with the washi I've chosen and the theme, I guess, if there's an opportunity to do that. Sometimes it comes really easily, and sometimes I have to work for it. So let's see. I'm pulling out. This is from Amy Tangerine's collection here, which this is probably one of my favorite ones she has ever done. And I have, oh, that's not that. I've gone back and I've bought probably 3 more packs of this particular one. I don't quote me on this. I think this one is stitched. I think this is her new one. I could be wrong, but I think it is, just because of the little elements in it. They look, I just bought some of this paper the other night, so I think this is a new one. Hopefully I am correct. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is find something that would be really cute to kind of embellish the edges of the page. This particular one, I'm not feeling that. It's not really matching my little pink and black washi theme I've got going here. So let's see. This one would probably, this is Maggie Holmes. This is the confetti collection. And as I mentioned in my earlier video, when I get a brand new, you know, pack like this, I'll go ahead and I take it apart and I put all the pieces in one of these little clear plastic bags, and then I take the little picture that they always put on the back of them. They all have one. I don't know if that's something just American Crafts does or if everyone does it. Nope, there's another one. So that helps me at a glance see what's in my bag and if it's worth opening up. I love this little set so much, so hopefully there'll be another opportunity to use it in my next one. So I'm going to go ahead and set this one aside, and I'll intentionally pick my washi to match that one for the next page that I have to do. So on this one, this has definitely got that pink and black kind of vibe, where I've got, I just sit there and do this. I literally just pick stuff out and start sticking it on the page and seeing what fits, what matches, what works. Sometimes you find like just the right theme. Either of those could go. There's a little pink star. And I kind of like randomness. I like things that don't necessarily match or make sense. So that is kind of like what I'm seeing more and more in the scrapbook world, is just a lot of random little bits of things, little pieces of life, you know. And I think, personally, I think that makes it look a lot of fun. So I think what I'm going to do is go with these two pieces, and I wonder if there's a 1 in here. I see a 2, and I thought I saw a 3. Aha, there is a 1. Okay, now that I know what I'm looking for. Although I still don't see it. Okay, well there's the 3. Wonder if I lost my 1. Nope, there's my 1. Okay, so I'm going to take those 2 pieces is what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to take you off to the side. And then the other embellishment, oop, I knocked that whole thing over, didn't I? The other embellishments I use are stickers. So I'm going to look in here to see if there's any stickers. I bought a bunch of numbers and letters that would be perfect for this project. So I'm going to pull a 2 and a 1 off of here. In the beginning, when I first started this, I was seriously doing lots of numbers all over the page, and then I kind of slowed my roll on that. I wasn't doing that nearly as much. I'm going to see if there's anything. That's the same one. I think I'm going to use one of these, and that's that one. And this one I have random stickers. Oh, actually I like that one better than this one. That and back. Uh-oh, I'm getting stuck. Okay. All right, I think I've made some decisions. I try to go as quickly as possible. The thing about filming yourself when you're actually doing this is it puts pressure. I feel pressure that I'm imagining all of you sitting there in your living room going, come on already. Good grief, lady. And so it's forcing me to like go through this faster, and that's not what I really wanted to do. So if you have to forward it till you see me actually doing something, I will not blame you in the least. I totally understand, because it can be hard to sit here and watch somebody struggle to grab stuff. I'm just going to throw that one out there. Okay, I think I have some decisions made, but we'll see. Okay, so where are we at here? So I grabbed a 2 and a 1. I have a smaller 2 and a 1. I have a couple of heart stickers. I have some of these little word stickers. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down that sticker. And there's my glue stick. I'm going to get my My 2 and my 1 down. I'm just echoing the whole day 21 theme. Okay. If this is interesting to you, if you love watching decorating videos, if you have not checked out Florence Antonette on YouTube, you really should. She's the first person I ever saw with a Midori just put lots of embellishments and decorate it and kind of art journal with scrapbook embellishments, and it's really where I ever saw anyone do that. I learned to do it, and it was just so inspiring to me to see how fun you could just embellish up a page. And the great part is that you don't have to be like an artist, you know, to do this. You don't have to have, I don't know how to draw for anything. I don't have special skills in that way. It's just a matter of shifting things around on your page and, you know, trying to match color or theme or any of that. It's fun. There's all these fantastic scrapbook elements around now that make doing this so much fun. It's kind of like you're a visual designer. Instead of, you know, people who use a computer to move objects around and create objects, you have your objects already designed for you, and now you're just moving them around and laying them out. And the only one who has to like it is you. I mean, this is your little project, your little piece of creativity. You don't have to share it or show it with anyone. It's just for you. And ever since I've started doing this, I have to tell you, I look forward to doing this. And I don't think I'm awesome at it. I think I'm improving. I think I'm making different decisions as I move along. But, you know, it's all for me. I'm sharing my process in the hopes that I will encourage you to want to try it too. I know a lot of you make little comments that, you know, I can't do that. Yes, you can. You can go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Joann's and grab, you know, some scrapbook elements, and you can, you know, glue stick them to a page. It may not be the most amazing thing you ever did the first time, but over time, if you keep at it, you're going to start falling in love with your work because you're going to develop your own style. And honestly, that is the biggest reason why I felt like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and start filming these. They may not be interesting to everybody, but it's going to affect some of you. Some of you are going to be like, you know what, I'm going to give that a try. And that's all that matters. Even if 2 of you, even if 1 of you walked away with that, that would make me happy. So, and you know, I'm doing it anyway. It's not really any trouble to turn the camera on while I'm doing it. So there, now I have some kind of like a little echo of a piece going on there. So now I think I've embellished enough here. So this is the point where I usually create my list. Now there's one of 2 ways you could do this. You could either, I used washi and glue stick, so this thing is already down. You can create your list if you're using a separate piece of paper. You can do it separately and then put it in here. I haven't messed up yet after putting it in my book and then doing my list, but it's possible for sure. I have some white out here just in case it happens, and watch this be the day it does now that now I'm recording this. The pressure's on. So I'm going to go ahead and put another sticker down. Okay, so let's see. I do one of 2 things. Either I use dots from my my sticker collection. These are the ones we make. I either do dots or I just write directly on here. In this case, I like numbering them, and the reason why I try to number them more often is because I know if you guys comment when you see it on my Instagram, it's really easy to be like, number 3, number 5, I totally feel you on that. And that's why I try to do it more often than not, just for your convenience, to be perfectly honest, because I don't need them numbered. But it's fun. It's fun to share for me. It's fun to see what you guys, you know, the little comments you make and the things that you identify. I find that fun. So it's supposed to be, for me, it's something I want people to participate in. So that's very encouraging when I see people do that. So I'm digging right now through my list of, or not my list, my pile of stickers over here. You'd think for someone who does this every day, they would have a sheet of dots at the ready. That just shows you how not organized I am right now at this moment. Okay, here they are. I moved them conveniently over to the side of my desk that I wasn't. Blue, the pink, or this taupe. I kind of like the taupe color. Okay, going with that. So, all right, so what I'm doing now is I'm just laying down my dot so I can number it. And since I don't know how many things I'm gonna write at the moment, I'm just I put one down as I do them, each dot down individually. These are just, and this would probably be the part that I will speed up because goodness knows you don't want to be sitting here watching me create the world's slowest to-do list. This is my done list, so this should be actually easy, but I'm actually sitting here going, I'm fairly certain. I'm going to grab my planner. Okay, so that is day 21. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this video and create another one for day 22. And that way, if all you want to do is just watch one at a time, you totally can. That way you're not watching one of my long videos that you know I love making. So I'm stopping it now, and I thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you continue to watch them and get inspired to try and, you know, be creative with your with whether it's journaling, whether it's, you know, creating little scrapbook elements in your traveler's notebook inserts, in a notebook, whatever it is that you're using in your planner. It's really fun. Journal prompts are really easy to find. I will show you resources where you can find them if you want to. I will be hosting one and hopefully indefinitely, so that we can all do this kind of stuff together. But this was my kind of first one that I was putting on camera, so this was like my intro to doing the lists, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody!